ready to see some cool stuff?
Always.
Right.
Always.
Welcome to episode 8.
That's one for the books for sure.
We left you with a bit of a cliffhanger there in episode 7 about the secret reveal. We were in Munich, now we're in SoCal, so we wanted to keep the suspense to grow. Here it is, check it out. I see that badge doesn't look like this badge.
No.
This is the old school badge.
Yes, this is the old school. This is what we have with our core bikes.
Yeah.
Now I can show you something we tried to put on
Are you proposing
the
to me?
R18 fuel tank. And I guess you can have one.
I have a funny story about this. We work with a bike builder named Roughchild in the States, and he actually mimics these badges right now currently because guys want to see the screws on the badge when you have it on the tank. So, is this happening? Is this something that's going to be?
We will screw it on the fuel tank. Here you can see the historic.
So you're going to go back to your roots and be able to screw the badges back on the tank.
We will do it.
I'm pretty sure that's a pretty big deal. No more stickers, screws. I'm pretty excited about that. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. BMW's never really gone into this territory before. Accessory companies or production companies that are building performance parts, for this R18 bike. It's really cool to see now BMW working with these companies and producing parts for people like you and me, to be able to build these bikes 100% unique and just get to have a blast riding them at the same time. It was just a pleasure getting to learn and be a part of each one of these kind of like stops along the way.
Roland.
Good to see you.
So Mike, this is
Tommy.
Tommy,
great to meet you.
from,
Pleasure.
Long Beach.
So kind of tell me where we are so I can share, with our viewers, where are we at right now? And give me a little bit.
We're here in a historic building. The company was started about 40 years ago and has been doing this style of manufacturing since the beginning.
Wow.
So all concentrating on handcrafted, made in America.
And all saddles and seats, basically, correct?
Correct. Yep. Like everything you see here.
Well, cool. Let's get going. Let's see it.
Very good.
Great.
Thank you, sir. Cool.
This space, how old is
Yeah, how old is this space?
Like I said, this building's about 100 years old.
So cool.
You're looking at
the floor.
Yes, so natural wood floors. You're looking at the classic New England mill style construction of this building here.
You guys ever have like roller skating parties in here?
No, no. Too busy building seats.
Yeah. Well, it's cool. I mean, where do we start?
So after we have created the raw pan, we've chopped it, rolled it, trimmed it, and popped it off the mold. Next, we need to finish it and create a finished pan. That's this department here. What these guys do in here is they're actually grinding and sanding down the edges. So now after finishing a pan, trimming the edges, we'll then put the hardware on. So one of the first pieces of hardware that we're going to put onto a pan is edge trim. It does a couple things. One, it's going to protect the edge of the pan, and two, it's going to prevent that pan from wanting to poke through the cover once you put the whole seat together. Now we need something comfortable to sit on.
What did he just spray inside of there?
That's our proprietary blend of polyurethane foam. So it's
So it comes out of liquid. It's that you guys don't shave it down.
No.
It's not just a giant piece, right?
Correct.
Huh.
Yep. In about 15 minutes, we'll have a fully formed foam pad.
And you got to be pretty gentle with these, huh?
You do. Yep. This is what a finished foam looks like just coming out of the mold. Now, feel that density. It's nice, but it's a little firm, right?
Yeah.
So the next step that we do with the foam is we actually put it through something we affectionately call the mangler. It's a series of rollers that will
magnet.
actually break this seat in, so there's no break-in period for a Mustang seat. We'll actually precondition the foam before the user gets it.
Oh, so it doesn't really pack in after the rider starts riding
Right,
it, basically.
so we take care of all of that right here at the factory. After that step, then we go and trim.
So you get that perfect slide.
All right, so now we're gonna go see how covers are made in the sewing department.
So you can't really see it. Timmy's filming right now what they're actually cutting. And what they're cutting is right here. Kind of looks like, ooh, I touched it. Hopefully I didn't touch it or anything. But they basically have a giant square, almost like a piece of paper, and they're cutting out all of the different shapes that go into the foam forms that we just saw over there.
So you'll see here, this particular seat has got foam backing on it.
Yeah.
So we'll adhere that. We actually draw the lines on there and actually hand stitch the lines into where the pattern goes.
All right, so we got to see the pans being made, we got to see the foam being injected, and then we got to see the covers being stitched. Now we're gonna go over to the assembly and see all of those pieces kind of put together. Getting to see Chris, you know, doing this by hand, that's got to feel pretty cool, knowing that, you know, these are going to be seats going on the production bike. What's it like for you getting to see just that craftsmanship going on?
It's amazing.
Yeah, right?
Because we are not used to it anymore. Yeah. And you see Chris working with his hands and stretching
it over. That's a cool watching
putting
it
the
just come
rivets
together.
on, and this is something what you really like to see, and what actually people love, because they know this is a process behind this product, which is handmade. So I'm pretty stoked, actually.
Yeah, right. I like, you know, once you put the wrapping paper on it, you're like, now that's impressive.
Exactly.
You know? It's
right.
cool.
That's where it all comes together.
Chris, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye.
Just letting the suspense build like you've been doing to us the whole time. So real talk, when are we going to see the production bike?
Okay. You ask me so often. You ask so many people.
Many times.
Yeah.
I thought we were friends.
I got this information for you.
Okay.
So,
Glasses are off.
it's getting serious now.
Very serious.
First time, everybody can see the production bike.
Tell these guys, come on, bring it in.
Okay. April 3, 2020. And you will see the motorcycle.
All this build-up, all this suspense.
Yeah.
And now it's finally coming home.
Yep.
I'm excited. All right, guys, that's it. You're gonna get to see the bike. See you later. Looks like you guys beat me here. I took the long way. This is my shop, Butterscotch. This is episode 8. And it's really cool. This is kind of a full circle. The series started with me taking you guys to Munich, going to BMW headquarters, and now you guys and BMW are coming here to Butterscotch. I'm not a huge person to kind of like relive the past or relive memories, but I'll share these with you guys. A really close friend of mine, Sterling, shot these photos, and he shoots all of the photos here for Butterscotch. And I want you guys to take a look. This is my father. When I called my dad 4 years ago, I was like, Dad, I'm gonna do something crazy. And I'm like, I think I wanna start my own business. 6 months later, my dad and my mother drove out and we built the shop with our bare hands. I don't have the photo, but there's this really cool photo of my dad sitting out front of the shop on the bench for the first time, the first night. And there was just a smile on his face. And he was just so proud of the moment because we did this and we're about to create something for everyone to enjoy. This is one of my favorites.
Oh, well, look what the cat dragged in. Welcome to my world.
Good to see you. Welcome to Long Beach.
Hey, Tommy.
Good to see you, gentlemen.
Wow.
We see your place.
I know, right?
I mean, you have seen so many oftentimes with our places.
Yeah.
My place, your place. And now finally, this is it.
This is it, I know.
Hey. We have scheduled some stuff to do, some work to do.
Okay.
And we're gonna visit some of our partners
and we would like to take you along.
I would love that.
So guys, I think we take off.
Yeah,
you're gonna take a bike, right?
Yeah, let's go for a ride.
Perfect. Super.
Perfect. So this is pretty cool. I knew these guys were going to be showing up, but I didn't know this is what we're going to be doing. They just invited me out to see Roland Sands design, and I think this is going to be awesome. So I can only imagine what he has in store for us now. You guys are in for a treat. Let's go.
Here it is.
Oh,
Here it is. Okay.
Hey, Roland. What's up? Hey, man, good to see you. I haven't seen you for long.
That's Tommy.
Roland.
That's Roland.
What's up, Tommy?
Tommy, pleasure. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Awesome, guys. Let's do this.
Yeah. I mean, guys like Eddie and Roland have been in the business for so long, and you know, I have now too. So it's a matter of like respecting the culture, respecting the history, and then figuring out a way to bring it back and give it back to the public in a rehashed and hopefully even cooler way.
But Roland, you are actually working on parts for the new R18.
Yeah, absolutely.
So can we have a look, maybe?
Yeah.
You have some?
Yeah. Each one of these parts, we spent a tremendous amount of time.
Yeah, the breastplate,
Yeah, and this is a big piece. This is a big motor.
It's huge.
It's a big motor. So come over here, which is a great example of really the whole process. You know, coming from sketches into the parts, and this is probably the first time you'll see these parts right now.
It's the first time I see it.
Yeah.
So they basically take this from sketching to 3D print, send this out to these guys, comes back gets revisions, things like that, and then they go to, you know, a second prototype, and then they take it to metal.
A real handmade, crafted character.
Right.
I mean, it looks like a jewel. You see, it's not like a mass production thing, but it's a single made, carved piece.
We've got a few different parts here. We've got riser tops, gas caps. You can see the aesthetic of that part is really pulled into these parts as well.
We just changed as well.
So you guys are going to kind of see these lines, kind of the machine lines and grooves carry over from the valve covers that we just saw onto now, you know, a physical CNC gas cap. That's pretty cool. I mean, these details carry all over and kind of through the bike, so you have a consistency. All right, guys, so behind me, they're talking about the production line. Let's check it out.
Right, for sure. I know. There's no doubt about that.
What do you guys actually talking shop, or are you guys just joking around here?
Oh, we're kind of going over the collection, so you can see there's two different collections here. We've got the blacked out versions, a two-tone black finish, and then we've got the contrast cut finish.
So these will kind of just be like the bolt-on accessories that'll be.
These will be the bolt-on accessories. Outside of exhaust, I think there's everything. Everything is here on the wall. So you can see we got a lot of race bikes down here. Do a lot of flat track racing.
A little bit of everything going on over here.
A little bit of everything, yeah.
Right. Going up to the Playhouse?
Yeah, let's come check it out.
They've already been doing the cruiser segment, but it's like they're reintroducing themselves to it. So what is your take on, you know, these guys going after such a big segment?
There are a few companies that could go after that segment.
Yeah.
You know, and two of those companies are already there, doing it well.
Yeah.
It's been really hard for the Japanese to get into the market authentically because there's not a history there. Right. Like plain and simple.
Plain and simple, yeah.
And with BMW, there's a history there. So it's real. You know, I'm confident with what we're able to accomplish, and working with Eddie and Ola and Roland at the time, I mean, we all had a really good feel for what we all wanted to accomplish with the project, you know.
Definitely.
And BMW came at it, they came at it like full throttle.
Full throttle, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, we're gonna do this and we wanna do this right. And they gave us the ability to have the freedom to bring what we do to the table.
I felt sad when you were talking, like, it's over now.
Yeah, I don't want it to be over. Like, it's like I actually don't want it to be over, because it's just like I'm actually looking forward to like joking around. Like I work all day long sitting in front of a computer, so it's like it's fun to be able to get to have.
Come on, get back to your computer again.
It's like I don't want to go stare at Excel spreadsheets anymore. It's just like I just want to go talk about motorcycles and what's to come. And I'm sad, but I'm also excited. And it's just like now I'm gonna cry. But it's like it's cool seeing how proud my parents are and how proud just random strangers are, because they identify with the storyline that's happening, and it's just like, why did this one guy got to be able to be a part of the story, and it's really cool to be involved with it as well. So thank you. I mean, we're pretty much friends at this point, right?
Let's go for a ride.
Let's go for a ride.
Let's go, guys. See you later.
Actually, oh, he is already. Hey, hi.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to have you.
Roland,
Nice to be here, actually.
Welcome to Vance Hines.
Thank you.
Good to have you guys
Great.
here. Are you ready to see some cool stuff?
Always.
All right.
Always.
Let's do this, guys.
These guys are kind of like desensitized to this. This is just a whole nother world for me.
Yeah.
So where are we going right now?
This is our new product development facility.
Okay.
So it's our R&D center.
R&D, all right.
This is where it all sort of starts.
Yeah. Kind of like concepts and sketches and all that kind of stuff here? Okay. These guys kind of brought me along as part of like their business trip. So it's like, this is kind of, you know, they're going through their day-to-day, and it's really cool to kind of watch this whole kind of process of the production process here, you know, happening right now. This is usually just done over email, maybe, you know, over the phone, but now we're here in person, getting to see the start to finish of these bolt-on parts. It's pretty cool.
Vance Hines is all about quality, styling, and performance. There's 30 fixtures to make the exhaust for your BMW motorcycle.
It's just a nice machine like this, you know.
Yeah.
I think again it's about that.
We got all this stuff going on.
Right? I gotta be German efficient. So basically, starts here, which this thing's got some serious weight, and then they mill it down to that.
But at the end of the perception line, there is little details.
Right.
And this is exactly things like that.
Yeah, I love little things like that. It's subtle, but it's just enough.
Yeah. Let's check out the test facility.
So when you say test facility, like kind of like dynoing, or?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Tom, this is restricted area only. You sure you're okay?
You have all access today.
Hey guys, let's check out the prototype.
All right, guys, so something to note here. We saw a dyno room kind of in episode 6. That's where we are right now, where they're going to kind of test the performance of the exhaust and see what we can do with it. This is going to be a globally available exhaust, so that's something that's really cool. They go through all of kind of the certification processes. This is a pre-prototype behind us, and I think we're going to hear something pretty cool. Let's go check it out.
Yeah, looks nice. Can we fire it up?
Yeah.
It's finishing and everything. And I mean, the semantics of the boxer engine, we discussed a lot of times.
Yeah.
And this is basically the soul of the bike.
Definitely.
And the exhaust pipe is part of the engine.
Yeah.
It's an instrumental part of the engine. It's probably one of the first things you see as a visual impact.
Definitely.
So this has to, it has to be very nice. It's one of the most crucial parts of the bike.
Yeah. And everybody, first thing after you see a bike, fire it up. Let's hear it. So
And it's one of the things you change the earliest.
instantly.
So can we fire it up?
Yeah. The shape, I mean, look at this, the very low ref, you have already a very high torque.
and the torque is going like a flat.
So
all
talk
the
to me
way
like I've
across.
never seen this before. I see 2 lines on there.
So, no, there is a saying.
Yeah.
This line is the horsepower, let's say.
Okay.
This is the line how fast you hit the wall. And this line is the torque line.
Yeah.
It means how far you
Push the wall.
I love that. That's pretty cool. How far you push the wall. Just walked out of the dyno room. No words. We had a little bit of downtime between our next appointment, and you know, we've had kind of just back-to-back meetings, meeting with, you know, guys like Roland Sands, Mustang, and Vance Hines, and you know, these are all accessory companies or production companies that are building performance parts, you know, for this R18 bike. And you know, I have a history or a relationship with these brands from, you know, my own experience, you know, being here in the US, and it's really cool to see now BMW working with these companies and producing parts that, you know, are going to completely change not only your experience with the bike, but you know, kind of how BMW is showing up in the marketplace. We're here at Performance Machine. Tell me a little bit about the place.
All right, in 1970, Perry Sands started Performance Machine.
Yeah.
2020 is going to be our 50th year anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome.
In 1970, when Perry started the business, the focus was on brakes. And then we moved into wheels, all kinds of accessories, hand controls, foot controls.
So Dave, you know, you guys had kind of mentioned wheels, and I see wheels behind us. I gotta ask, you know, walk me through that process. What's it like designing and creating a wheel from scratch?
Okay, so from the beginning, we start out with a forged blank. All right, Tommy, this is where all the magic happens.
All right.
Tommy.
You look like you're holding your firstborn child right now.
Yeah, I got this feeling, right? I mean, this is really special now. I did not expect it like this. I mean, I saw pictures, I mean, this is...
Bet you never thought you'd see this on a BMW, right?
Oh, I mean, this is a sculpture.
Yeah, no, it's a work of art. This is basically a piece of art that Roland designed or, you know, helped be part of. And now he gets to hold it for the first time. Like, this is the first time you've seen this, right?
Yes.
So, like, Roland's playing it cool right now, but he's actually losing his mind, you know, over something that's never been done before. You guys build the concept or the vision of it, and then you guys have to go in and build kind of like the data or the matrix of the wheel so it can get cut, right?
We hammer out all the details as far as how is it going to be cut, what tools to use, that kind of thing.
We have to make sure that it works in the whole system.
Yeah.
And they have to take care about the part itself. But we, later on, we do the testing also in the whole bike, let's
That's what I
say.
was going to ask, like when does the kind of like the actual
Because
ride process?
it makes a lot of difference about the weight, the wheel, and all these physical aspects what you have in such a system.
So the first test that the wheel has to go through is our radial load test. What this test does is it simulates having 2 riders on a bike with a refrigerator on the back to make sure that the wheel's not going to fail as it's going down the road.
Going camping.
Yep.
So you guys remember when Guy walked us through all the sketches and designs of the valve covers? Well, now we're at the place that actually makes them. Check it out.
It's a really rewarding feeling because we probably have hundreds of hours to get to this particular spot, and we're not even done yet, right? So after this, we'll make some more, but it's a very, very rewarding experience.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Man, I mean, that BMW logo is right in the center and so much pride behind it.
It's cool. It looks great, man.
Yeah, it's feeling really good. This just came in 2 days ago. No one's seen these yet, so this is our first looking, and you tell me what it is. Tell me what you see.
You're the professional here.
Cool. You know, handlebars are super important.
You do the honors, man. You do the honors.
I love taking off the handlebar sock. So I mean, already right out of the gate, like, we're here with BMW. We're looking at a set of mini apes. I think we can already kind of tell what kind of bike this is going to be. This is pretty cool, you know? And it's probably never thought you'd see the day where you see a pair of mini apes on a BMW, you know what I'm saying?
Cool, man. Well, we have the black one right there is considered a king ape, right? So it's a really, really aggressive kind of posture. The one right now in Roland Sands is more of a beach style bar, more of a cruiser, kind of relaxed. California style, easy turning.
So it's really important to note, you know, I talked to Guy about this a little bit, you know, off camera, and he said they increased from 10 SKUs on the R9T to basically 20 plus with the R18 series bike coming to production. And so it's really important to note that every piece that can be customizable, BMW has thought about, and they've given you options, you know, levers, bars, risers, you know, tail sections, whatever. There's a ton of different customizable options, and it's cool that they thought about that ahead of time for you guys. So hope you like them. Whee! But I guess it has to wrap around the giant boxer motor, so that makes sense. Touch, feel, sound, smell.
All right. So this part passed and off now. This thing is off to coating.
Yeah.
And it is ready to go on the bike, guys.
All right.
Look at this.
All right, guys. We're in the home stretch. The accessories are almost done. Getting to see those handlebars at Performance Machine, and it's like you can already tell what kind of bike this is going to be and the market that this is going after, and that's something really fun and exciting. And we couldn't really show you guys everything because, you know, we still got to keep some secrets close to the chest, but I gotta say, between me and you, it's going to be really fun. All right, guys, well, sun's going to be going down here shortly. It's good to be home. It's time to barbecue. I'll see you guys there. It is good to be home. This is a journey that started basically in the kitchen at my house. I'm gonna need a drink first though. Let's go inside. I took the phone call right here when it was like, hey, do you wanna go to Germany and ride a top secret motorcycle? And now we're back. Pretty crazy. So like I said, it was such a good time, you know. We're back home, we're in Long Beach. Roland and Edgar came and visited me at the shop. Legends, these guys come through to my space. One guy, you know, one shop in Long Beach, 900 square feet, and they're in my space. It was so cool, you know. And then we basically, I keep joking, but we went on a field trip together, you know, and getting to meet Roland Sands of, you know, Roland Sands Design. Roland basically changed my life when I got to see the R90 concept bike, and that's when I looked at BMW in a whole new lens, you know. This is episode 8, and we got to go through 7 other episodes to tell this story of basically inception based off of a sketch. Who knows if it was on a napkin or a cocktail napkin or whatever, to the finalization of that series bike coming to real life. I wanted to invite the team and you guys and the production team and Edgar and Roland and my friends, because we're friends and we're family now, and that's what this is all about. Riding them with me. I got to ride a motorcycle with Edgar and Roland Sands. That's one for the books for sure. And I have to say thank you for everybody that tuned in to all of these episodes and followed along with us. I read the comments, I read the reviews, I saw the thumbs up, and it was so cool to see the community of people kind of banding together to support not only an amazing motorcycle coming, but also to support a little guy like myself being the host of this series. Well, now I want to have a little barbecue with my friends, so off with you guys.